I'm now 126 days in, and I know that deep down inside I can't lose anymore. I cannot lose in life. I refuse to think that's even an option anymore. I'm just so true to me, so true to myself, so far removed from everything that I was, that I know my capabilities, I understand my capabilities, and I'm doing everything in my power to get everything I ever wanted. It's just all falling into place. I used to try to force these things to happen. I used to need, millions of dollars. I used to need all this sort of stuff. I used to need the perfect physique. I used to need. But now it just flows into place. I'm developing the greatest physique ever. I'm developing my greatest financial situation ever. I'm developing my dream life just by existing, just by moving with purpose. You move with just so much genuine purpose that you can't be stopped. Like the whole script is already written out for you. I know deep down in my balls that everything that I know and I want to happen will happen. It is inevitable. As long as I do these things necessary and have the strength and willpower and discipline in order to get there, I can. So that's what I'm going to do. What else is there to do? Just wait around for things to happen, wait around for opportunities to happen that will just never come if you think like that. You will never come if you never come. You know what I mean? You will never truly arrive if you don't take action. That's all you need to do is take action and actually believe. That's all I ever needed to do. And a key piece that I was missing from the puzzle, yeah, it was semen retention, but it is just the positive outlook I have on everything. That is the key, differentiator right now. Looking at every situation within my life that happens, within my current reality that happens to me, look at that and say, oh, wow, another opportunity to grow if it's something bad, right? Oh, wow, I'm real grateful for this if it's something that, happens and it's good. But I'm not affected by it in any sort of negative way. All day yesterday, I just kept catching myself on any time I tried to start thinking negative on a situation, I would snap myself out of it. I started to realize I do that a lot. And people in general do that a lot and don't even realize what they're doing. They're ruining their life by doing that. You have to have this delusionally positive state of mind. And that doesn't mean all the time be all chipper and happy and, fake like that. Because some people are like that, but that's not me. I'm not smiling all the time and, woohoo! I'm not chuckling at everything. But I'm very calm and at peace. And I keep my positive state of mind constantly. And that's what you have to do. That's what my balls taught me. My balls are my greatest teacher. My balls are my greatest weapon. Man, they're my greatest fucking asset. That's all you have. And you gotta think, one day you're gonna be gone. You're gonna be dead. So why not now? Give it your all. What do you actually have to lose? You have nothing to lose. You cannot lose if you try. Because if you're trying and you're truly trying, then you're already winning. That's the whole battle right there. That's what it means to win right there. And the results will come if you give it enough time. So just try, follow your heart, and your life will change. Your life will actually change if you do the things you set out to do. And that's what semen retention gave me, the capability to just do it all. No matter what. No matter how I'm feeling, no matter how emotional I might be in the moment, I make sure I get it done. That's the difference maker. You have to do that every single day. You can't skip a beat. Because if you skip a beat, if one day you decide, oh no, I'm just going to take a break today, it's going to set you back so much, and you're going to rationalize that you're that type of person that is able to take breaks. So then you just keep doing it again and again and again and again. You have to realize you have one life. You get one fucking shot at this. Why are you wasting your time on a whole lot of nothing? And it's way past, just scrolling on social media or consuming adult content. It's more the job you're in. Why are you being enslaved to this job for a paycheck? For what? For what? When you were put here for one purpose only, to follow your fucking dreams. And say, oh, this was some sort of cosmic accident, right? You're just on a floating rock in space. Well, have a good time then. Have fun with it. Enjoy the process. Try. Risk it all. You genuinely have nothing to lose. Because in the end, you'll have nothing anyways. But what will you carry out throughout your entire life? Your character. And if you chase your dreams, you're going to develop your character. That's all you have. That's all you'll ever have. So work on that. Work on your heart. Work on loving yourself, man. Love yourself. Fuck all that other fairy tale shit, man. Just love who you are, and everything will come into fruition. But you can't love who you are truly without becoming the person that you're able to love. Do you understand? This is so serious, man. Everyone thinks this shit is an act. This shit is... No, this is my real life. This is how I actually fucking think, man. And this is what's going to push my needle forward. A lot of people might not understand it now, but I do. I see the vision. And if I'm wrong, okay. Then I died trying. I died happy. For me, that's winning. I won if I gave it my all every single day and died trying. If I can look back and truly say, I gave it my fucking all when I woke the fuck up, and I told myself that I would, and I did. And maybe I didn't, achieve all the dreams that I sought out to go for. But I came damn near close, I may have a lot longer in this life or not too much longer at all. I don't know. Tomorrow is not a promise. You only have the present. So what can you do in the present? Make shit shake. Make shit work. Do the actual fucking work. Do the work required for you to actually start to grow. You'll see how quickly things just start going. If you just trust in you, trust in the vision from the start. And a decade of trying is a long time. It's going to pass by regardless. It's going to be a long time regardless. So you might as well use that time trying to do something. And if you fail at all, yet again, who fucking cares? Who cares? What, people are going to say, oh, look at that guy. He tried all this stuff and he failed. Ha ha ha. That's fine. Because deep down inside, you're more successful than them. Because they never fucking tried. Those people, those naysayers, they never fucking tried. And they never fucking will. So then they'll latch on to anyone who is trying and try to bring them down because it makes them feel better. It makes them feel less inadequate. But you just got to keep going. You just got to keep following your balls, following your heart, you know? And semen retention is one of the greatest parts of like what makes this whole process just a lot quicker. Also, just having your like fitness in check, like it just all aligns with each other. You have to take care of your body. You have to take care of your mental. You have to consider what you're consuming, not only with food, but social media and the phone in general. Get off the fucking phone and get to work. Figure out where to start. If you have to start by grinding out a 9 to fucking 5 for a couple years and really just stack up some bread so then you could try things with your money, try to facilitate your money to work for you, then do that. If that's the plan right now, then fucking do that. And it's going to suck in the process. But at the same time, glass half empty, glass half full. You have to look at it as a positive situation. I get to show up to work today. And you know, this is going to allow me to chase my dreams in the future. And that should get you fired up. That should get you excited. And try to evolve past that. Try to, you know, go quicker. Try to learn quicker. Try to try things quicker. Just try to speed up the process, but enjoy the process as well, because you'll only have this process and journey one time in your fucking life. This is it, man. This is it. You may respawn here, but you're not going to have your memories. You're not going to be the you that you are now. I will never be Zach Starter ever again. So I have to make sure that I make this one count. So then if I do respawn, I can look at myself as the beacon of just inspiration. I could be a kid growing up and, oh, look what Gestora did in 2036. Wow, I want to be like that. Not knowing it was me. Not knowing it's the same soul. The same soul fired up. The same soul and doesn't even know. You know? That's why I feel like sometimes I've been here before. I've done it before. Because another iteration of me has done great things before. That's how I know, how I've known my whole life of how possible just all of this is. But you just have to stay in that positive state of mind and don't let the negativity get to you. Because once you get into that spiral of negativity, it just doesn't stop. It just keeps on going and going and going. And then you stop making progress. You actually start to regress. But if you can make a little bit of progress every single day, 1% more progress every single day, by the end of the year, it will stack up significantly. You will see that, wow, yeah, I really put in the work this year. I really got it done. And that's going to give you the momentum to go for it next year as well. And to keep on going and going and going. You're not going to ever want to stop. Especially on semen retention, man. When you have all the energy inside of you to transmute, you're just on fire all the time. Like in a couple weeks from now, I get the opportunity to go live in an Airbnb for a month, all alone, right? Have a whole gym facility in there, have everything that I need, have a pool, have sunlight, have proper rest, just to experiment and see what my balls are truly capable of if I just give them all of my energy to transmuting for an entire month to see what happens. And I know for a fact it will change my life. But most people would never do that. Most people would say, well, how would you do that? Oh, that's so risky. What is risky? You know, risk to me is just living a normal fucking life my entire life and regretting it all because I never tried. That is the only risk to me. And most people will never see it like that. But that's okay. That's why they are most people. If you don't want to be like most people, you have to understand you're not going to think like most people. You can't try to explain to them how this process works. You can't try to convince them. You just got to show them proof. And then they'll call you lucky. So they'll never understand. But that's okay. It's all just you versus you, regardless. You're the only one that has to believe in your dream because you're the only one that can get it done. That's why your dreams were given to you, and you know what they are. You know what your dreams are deep down inside. You've been suppressing them for years, whether you want to be that YouTuber, that singer, whatever. If somebody's done it before, then it is possible. They are human. You have to consider that. Look at your own life and then work from there. Figure it out from there. And that should fire you up. Put a fire under your ass and understand it's going to take a good amount of time, an extreme amount of effort that you've probably never put in before, like actually genuinely put in before. But if you give it enough trust, belief, and positive just backing behind it, you will inevitably win. You will win because you're trying. You're truly trying and try to get better. You know, if you want to be a YouTuber, make sure you know how to, deliver a message. Make sure you know how to speak better. Just try to get better within the process. Make sure you make better thumbnails, better this, better that. See what works, see what doesn't work, and then go from there. But it's going to take time. It's going to take time to test things out. With anything, it's going to take time and practice. But just by doing the thing that you want to do, you will just get better and better and better with time if you truly just are passionate about it and want to do it. You will just want to get better. And then you will with time. And then you will easily start to beat out the competition because you've actually been putting in the reps. And even the people who are naturally born talented or this or that, you'll start running laps around them as well. So you have to just truly believe in your purpose, like your life depends on it, because it does. The dream life that you have depends on it. That dream reality depends on the you right now. The you in the present is the only person who's going to make that future possible. And if you don't believe that's possible right now, then you'll never believe it. So you have to start believing now. You have to start really understanding, wow, I got these dreams. I got something here. And I'm an able-bodied person. Like, I don't have no health issues or this or that. What excuse do I really have? Oh, I'm too overweight? Okay, maybe let's start dropping some weight. Oh, I don't really know how to talk. Let me learn how to talk. Let me start looking up YouTube videos of how to talk properly, how to talk better, how to deliver a message better. And just step by step, you get better and better and better. When I inevitably, quote unquote, blow up, it will seem like this overnight thing. But this is like a decade of just like trying to master myself, man. An entire decade dedicated to truly just trying. And the fruits of my labor will inevitably be received. But then people will maybe understand at that point, but maybe they won't still. But it doesn't matter. I do this all for me because it's my life, my dreams, and I know what I want. And I know who I am. I know what I'm able to obtain. Nothing is impossible. Nothing, man. Nothing at all is impossible. Just always remember that. Always, try to start to love who you are. And it may start from, hating who you are. But that's the first step to loving who you are, because then you start to build around that. You start to unravel the old bad habits, and you start to become the better version of you. And that takes a long time. That could take a couple years of time. For me, it did. But then once that time passes and you really put in the work, you could look back and you'll be proud. I'm telling you right now. So don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't let somebody tell you that it's unrealistic. Be more realistic. The most realistic thing that you can do is follow your fucking dreams. That's why we were all brought here, to create, to follow our dreams, to enjoy this experience, not to be enslaved to any, corporation for life, you know? And if you do have that dream job or career, that's great. That's incredible. But if you feel like you're stuck at your job or this or that, you need to figure out, what your dreams are and start making a plan to chase them. And it may seem so far away, but it's not as far as you think if you really just start trying and don't look back. Okay? I love you guys like always. Your starter.